Alright, what's up? Today, in this video, I'm going to be making a small Reticulum network within my house and in my local area. I'm going to demonstrate this by basically having an ingress point in my house and then messages which are forwarded over to my computer. So, to explain the basic topography of what I'm going to be doing and how it's actually going to be set up, here I've got my laptop, which is what I'm recording this video on right now. There's my laptop, and I've also got a server that's on my windowsill that I'll have a little video of later. These are connected to each other by a little Ethernet cable that I plugged in, so they can communicate with each other. They can see each other as nodes in the Reticulum network, and there's also a openCom XL that's connected to the server itself. So, whenever messages, because this is configured as a transport node, whenever messages are sent to this server, if they're destined for the laptop, it will actually forward these messages across. So, this allows for communication effectively outside of my house with anyone else who's within the distance to be able to communicate with this R node here. So, to simulate communication at a distance with, like, for example, someone else, a different house in my area, what I'm going to be doing is I have another openCom XL, and I have this hooked up to my mobile phone. So it plugs into the bottom, but it doesn't matter. So I've got my mobile phone here, the worst drawing ever, and this is the two of them here. So that's the openCom XL, and it's plugged into my phone's USB-C port there. I could also do it through Bluetooth, but I just can't be bothered today, to be honest. So, yeah, I've got these connected up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go walk around. There's like a field down by the bottom that is line of sight with my windowsill, and the radio is just hooked up on my windowsill. So when messages are sent between these two, it will actually be forwarded across to the correct destination. So just to demonstrate this here, I've got Reticulum Mesh Chat open. I can send a little message, and I don't know if you heard that, but it's just sent it between them. So that message has actually gone from my laptop over to the server, and the server has transmitted it through the openCom XL, and then it's been received at the other end by my mobile phone. And it's obviously transmitted a reply to say, hey, I got this message fine. So, yeah, pretty interesting. So it works at the moment. There's also, I can go over to here. So this is the little Raspberry Pi that I've got set up. I'm connected to it right now. And you can see on here that I'm actually running sideband on the Raspberry Pi itself. This is an application similar to openCom Companion, but it's just for the Raspberry Pi. So basically it allows me to send messages to it. So I also have a propagation node that's running. So when I go around and do my walk, what I'm going to do is actually disconnect my laptop from the server itself. And this propagation node is going to store all the messages that I'm sending to my laptop. I'm still going to be able to send them to the server, obviously, it will reply fine. But it's going to store the messages that I send to my laptop, and when I get back, I'm going to demonstrate syncing those messages, and it's going to download all the ones that I sent from my mobile phone and show them as delivered, which is pretty cool. Pretty heckin' cool, actually. Very useful, considering everyone doesn't, nobody sat at their computer all day waiting for their mate to text them. That doesn't really happen. So, yeah, it's quite useful. Oh yeah, sorry, I should actually demonstrate. Kind of forgot about that. So this is the server here. I just send another message, and it's delivered basically immediately because it's got. Sorry, I'm banging my pen. It's basically delivered immediately because it's going over an Ethernet link, so there's no noise either because it's not, it's not activating the radio. It's not giving no feedback. So yeah, that's everything with that. So I'm gonna cut to a video of my openCom XL on my windowsill, and I'm gonna head out. All right, check it out. This is the Raspberry Pi down here. We've got it plugged in. We've got the Ethernet cable there, and then we've got the cable going all the way up. We've got this little. Is that gonna pick up? Yeah, I think it's picking that up. It's got the little openCom XL there on the windowsill. So yeah, so somewhat down there is that field I'm going to be walking around. Right, so I'm out in the field. Got the radio here. I got my phone, which I'm recording this on. So we're going to test and yeah, see what messages we can send through. All right, so here we are. We've got we've got the openCom companion application that I'm doing this on. And I've got my radio sat down here. So if I go on to, so we've got E1 over here. This peer is the Raspberry Pi server. So if I go compile a message here, I just say hello, and yep, that's been delivered basically immediately. So another message sends fine. So let's try an image. I'm going to go through and do download. There we go. Got an image here. This horrible looking car. That's slowly transmitting. There we go. Yeah. This is about 20 kilobytes, I think. This image. Yeah, 25 kilobytes. So that's slowly sending. And actually, the data rate on this could be a little bit faster, but the way I've configured it is a bit slower right now. It could be going slightly faster, actually. And then whilst this is sending, go into telemetry information. And yeah, you can see as a direct link. Well, it says 3.29 kilobits a second, so that sounds about right for this. I'm only using the low data rate modem at the moment on this setting, and that's sent. Yeah, so works reliably. If I go back, I need to go onto here and find. Here we go. All right. Go on to converse here, and if I want to test sending a message to my computer up there, I'm going to do test, try and send it. Now, initially it's going to try and deliver it directly because I've got it configured to do that. But what's eventually going to happen is it's going to try it several times. It's going to realize, oh, this this computer isn't actually available, and it's going to. Did it just do it then? No, it didn't. It's going to keep trying requesting the path. I think it does it about 3 times, and then it's going to send it to the propagation node and just have it stored there. And from the propagation node running on the Raspberry Pi, that's where I can go later when I get back home. I can press sync and it'll download all these messages. So whilst I'm waiting, I'll send another one. What should I say? Car needs an oil change, please. How much? Here you go. So my friend's asking me an oil change. An oil change. My friend's asking me, for example, how much an oil change costs. I barely know how to do one. And that first one's on the propagation net now. So in the details it says, yeah, delivered to propagation network. So it's actually stored on the Raspberry Pi server. I'll just wait to show the second one going through as well. You can see it tries to, like I said, it tries to deliver it several times before falling back to the propagation node. And
it should say on here. Yeah, so you can see it says network distance is 2 hops. So the first hop is up to the house, the second hop is from the server up to my actual computer. Well, obviously it says that it doesn't have a direct connection here, and that's because there isn't one, because it's offline. Oh, no, didn't mean to do that. There we go, and you can see it's on the propagation net now. So that's how that works. I'm going to head back now and demonstrate how I can download those messages.
Okay, so now I'm back at my house. So if I go on to Reticulum Mesh Chat, at the top here I can press Sync Messages, and you can see it says Sync Complete, 3 messages received, and it's downloaded all of these, and that was actually very, very quick. So yeah, car needs an oil change, please. How much? I don't know how to do an oil change, so I'm gonna ghost him on this one. But yeah, that's an overview of pretty much everything. So I'm sure this kind of demonstrates the practical use of something like this within a small area for communications. And these things can branch further even than one small area. So the diagram I did earlier of obviously the network within my house, so my R node and then my server following it, and then my computer, my laptop. You can have way more devices connected within the house. All I would need is a switch, and then you just plug loads of others into it. Or you just go and connect to a Wi-Fi network, and if you're on the same Wi-Fi network, that works that way as well. On the other side of it, there could be multiple people communicating over R nodes, and that's not a problem at all, because it's just a shared medium, so they'll wait until they're able to transmit, things like that. So yes, hope this is a good demonstration, hope this is useful, and yeah, thank you for watching.